Our top focus on WION this hour. The situation in Derna, which is the Libyan port city where two dams burst over the weekend, has been described as disastrous beyond comprehension. While more than 5,000 people are presumed dead and at least 10,000 are missing after the heavy rains lashed Libya. While an Interior Ministry spokesperson says that the death toll due to severe flooding has killed at least 5,300 people in the city of Derna, while the ambulance authority earlier put the toll at 2,300. On the other hand, Libya's envoy for the International Federation of Red Cross during a UN briefing in Geneva said that at least 10,000 residents in northeastern Libya were reported missing. Later on Tuesday, he added that more than 40,000 residents in the affected regions have been displaced. Visuals right now on your screens, they show the emergency workers uncovering hundreds of bodies in the region. And kin to the ones killed in the flash floods were then seen burying their dead in mass graves on Tuesday. It also shows a resident the moment after the dam there collapsed. Well, the entire residential blocks were razed along the river that runs down from the mountains through the city centre. A multi-story apartment buildings that once stood well back from the river were partially collapsed into mud. Residents described scenes of chaos when floods hit the centre. They heard loud explosions at night and realized that dams outside the city collapsed, setting a wall of water that erased everything in its way. Meanwhile, the outside help was only just starting to reach Derna on Tuesday, which is more than 36 hours after the disaster struck. Several countries and human rights groups offered aid as rescue teams scrambled to find the survivors. The International Rescue Committee said that the country faces an unprecedented humanitarian crisis in the wake of the disaster. Apart from IRC, Turkish aircraft delivering humanitarian aid also arrived in Libya. According to Turkey's Emergency Management Authority on Tuesday, the Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan said that the country would send at least 168 search and rescue teams and humanitarian aid to the region. Not only this, Italy has also stepped up to help and said that the country will be sending a civil defense team to assist with the rescue operations. Assessing the magnitude of the situation, the World Food Programme also offered to help and is now preparing to send food to Libya's northeast. The Deputy Director of Emergency said that the World Food Programme was ready to provide food to around 5,000 families. Now, the death and devastation wreaked by the Mediterranean storm Daniel pointed to the storm's intensity, but also the vulnerability of a nation that has been torn apart by chaos for more than a decade. Libya remains divided between two rival administrations, one in the east and one in the west, each backed by militias and foreign governments. And because of this very conflict, the oil-rich country is now crumbling and suffering extensively due to inadequate infrastructure.